The Tomorrow People episode 9 titled Death's Door. This episode, mid-season finale, it was pretty good. There were a lot of cool moments in it. One of my favorite things, we get to see the founder again, and I really like him as a character. I thought he was cool before, how he was kind of just like the top bad guy, killed a guy off and just took his place. And in this episode, the scene where it's him and John, and he's kind of just like throwing John back and forth, and he's just like beating him up. And my favorite part was when he's kind of torturing him. He's like in his head, and John was like, if I get free, and he just like lets him up, and he's like, what are you gonna do to me? And it was just a really cool scene. Like he was just like, fine, let's see what you can actually do, which I know is nothing. And he just stops John, and he's pushing him back and forth and stuff. But it was really cool to see that scene. And he's kind of he's kind of up on Jedediah because he found out about some of the things he's been hiding, mostly his girlfriend Morgan. And he's like, if you don't kill her off, then I will, because we have this company, we have Ultra, and we have it for a reason, and it's to kill off Tomorrow People for some reason. And what they do with Morgan was really good. In the beginning, the Tomorrow People, they capture her and threaten Jedediah, and they make up the switch like, hey, we want John, you get your girlfriend back. And then he says you should take her because he cares about her. So he wants the Tomorrow People to take her so that she can be safe. And it was just really good, and how in the end he faked her death so that she could live. And I thought he actually killed her, of course. And I was like, did he really just do that? But she's not with the Tomorrow People, and I hope she does actually stay in the show and she's not just like in the background and stuff. And I don't think she will be, because she has a connection to Jedediah, and they haven't told the story of how they met and how they really became what they are. So I'm excited to see how that comes up once things pick up again next year. But I really enjoyed the episode. One of the things they did that was interesting is they killed off the doctor who worked with Steven's father. And in that scene when the founder comes in, he's like, someone was here. Once again, him being as powerful as he is, he knows a Tomorrow person was there. So I feel like he'll kind of be researching that, and somehow he'll find a way to figure out that it was Steven. Maybe not, but they killed him off after finding out that Steven's father tried some sort of ultimate technique, basically, to get to Limbo. And in the end of this episode, Steven tries it and it works. And what they did that I actually really enjoyed was that it worked, and we didn't get to see it work, because I was thinking the whole time was going to be, he's going to do it, it'll work, and he'll go back to like sort of the watery hallway he was in, where it's just like wavy, and he's at one end, his dad's at the other. And instead of that, it's just we see the scene and he jumps up and he's like, it worked, and then now we have to wait. But overall, I thought this was a really good episode. It had some good twists, mostly with the Morgan thing, with her now being with the Tomorrow People. And one of the other things they did was Jedediah kind of confiding in Steven, when he finally figured out what happened during Kara's injection. So that was kind of cool too, where he's like, because I'm in the same boat, I'm gonna let it go for you this one time. But they have a little bit of a greater connection because of that now, and I think that'll actually like advance in later episodes. So I'm excited to see how that plays out too. But Steven says in the end, I have to find my father's body. So that just brings up a ton of questions for me, like what did John do? Did something happen with his body afterwards because he is in limbo? All types of crazy stuff. So I cannot wait for it to come back. But comment below, let me know what you guys thought, favorite parts, least favorite parts. And I don't know, what do you guys think the importance of Limbo really is in this show? Because honestly, I have no idea what that could possibly do for any of the people. I mean, it's like mentally he's there, but physically he's not. So it's not like they could just go and live forever. Or maybe they could. I don't know. But what do you guys think the importance of Limbo is going to be in the show? Comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching, everybody.